You are working on legislation to respond to the Hirst water decision. Talk about that.
Absolutely. The Hirst water decision, I was recently in negotiations, and this is a problem that we need to find a solution for, not only the rural areas, but also the urban, because what's occurring is there's going to be a tax shift. That means property values that were worth $100,000 because they had power and water are now worth $3,000. So there's going to be a reassessment. When that reassessment occurs, somebody's going to have to make the difference of that $97,000 of that property value. And who makes the difference? It's you and I, the homeowners. The urban areas will make that difference. So we are going to see a huge change in our tax rolls soon, and our property taxes. We're going to get that in and wonder, well, what happened? You know what happened? Hirst is what happened. And so Representative John Koster and I, we saw the problem, and we want to make sure that people who own property and then the people who own homes in the rural and urban areas get to see what that difference is, get to see what the change in the tax shift will be, and can respond accordingly before it hits them all.
You also have a budget amendment that was heard in appropriations, which also deals with Hirst. It helps reimburse landowners.
Yes, it's so important when you purchase that property for $100,000. You're being assessed at $100,000. You're paying your taxes at $100,000, and then it's worth nothing. You can't put a home on it, your children on it. You cannot put agriculture on it. There's nothing you can do with it. And some of these properties actually have wells on them right now. You can't get a building permit. You can't continue the loan through the bank to put a house on it. So what this amendment does, it's called the Hirst Recovery Fund, and it takes money from the Clean Air Fund through the Department of Ecology, and it makes the state of Washington reimbursed under the takings law the lost value of that property, because that's what occurred. The landowner did nothing to lose value of this property. It was the Supreme Court in the state of Washington who made these decisions, and they are losing their life savings. They're losing everything they put into it, and you have a right of property when you're born under the United States and under the Constitution, and you've lost it. You've lost everything. And that's what it does. It recovers the lost funds under the Takings Act.